Hey everyone, I'm Norn Queen Alexis and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about my Tyranids. So, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about this army because my Tyranids are my second oldest army. If you don't know anything about me, I have been playing them ever since 5th edition is when I first started getting into Tyranids. I didn't play them, I played a lot against them, and then I really wanted to get them. And around like late 5th edition, 6th edition, I started getting into playing more Tyranids. And then from there, I just blew up. Oh my gods, I have so many bugs now. And you're about to see them. Also, this is the first time you actually get to see my Marcus Lanesh on camera. So yeah. So let's take a look at this army. So, taking a look at all of the bugs in my collection, you can see some of them are even unpainted. Some of them are in various stages of being repainted, like this one. And some of them need a lot of work. Like I said, this army is very, very old. And a lot of these models are from much older editions and have required they need a bit more tender loving care. And I really need to get out and fix and finish painting a bunch of these guys. So where do we start with this? Well, there is a ton here to look at. Okay, so right off the bat, you're going to see no Gaunts, no Hormigons, no Ripper Swarms, and that's because I don't have the energy. There's a lot in here. I have over 150 Gaunts in here. And then I have 40 Hormigons in here and like 30 Ripper Swarms. There's like 50 spore mines in there. There's not that many. There's like 10. Exaggeration. But there's a lot of Gaunts in here. I don't organize them. I just put them into big bucket and hope that they're still alive. Do they look okay? I think so. They're very, very simplistic paint jobs. And yeah, they're Gaunts. They're literal fodder. So I just want to get that out of the way. There were no Gaunts. And we are down a couple of lictors. I had the metal lictors. I hated them. I literally just sold them off because I hate them. And you can see that we're doing something new with paint. This is Icelandic black sand and black rock. And uh-oh. Here he comes. There's the Biotitan. There's the real Biotitan. He's gone. We'll never know where he went. Anyway, I did get rid of my lictors. I'm going to get the new lictors. I'm going to get 3 of those. And I have a Death Leaper on the way. I just need time to pick them up. My buddy Marius painted them up for me. So let's go with one of my oldest models. This Hive Tyrant right here is probably the oldest model in my collection that's still from the original collection. Yeah, there we go. This Hive Tyrant is from 4th edition. It is a metal Hive Tyrant, and I still to this day run it as my Swarm Lord. It is a different color than my entire fleet. It is very dusty, and yeah, I love this little Hive Tyrant. This is the Swarm Lord that could. Wow, you can see a lot of dust on these miniatures. Holy cow, there's so much dust. Look at this. Look at, I need to clean these guys off. You guys need a bath. Oh, I thought I saw him. So from there, let's go to the other Hive Tyrants. We have this flying Hive Tyrant. This is destroying a Hellbrute because this is the only use of the new Hellbrute model is to be destroyed by everything in the game forever. Just like the Dreadnought from Space Marine. God, I should play that game on the stream. We have a winged Hive Tyrant with Lash Whip Bone Sword, and he is crushing a Terminator. Now, this one is in various stages of being rebuilt and repainted. This is the metal Hive Tyrant. This is the plastic Hive Tyrant. This is the newer kit. This is the metal Hive Tyrant with old demon... these are the Forge World wings, I think. I forget. I got these from somebody else, and this was a conversion by somebody else, and it needs some work, as you can see. I'm going to repaint this whole thing. I put the new tail on it because it's nice and longer. Put the new swords and everything on it because I like them a bit better. Its secondary weapon system is just Scything Talons. And yeah, this is currently my Hive Tyrant. I used to have a Swarmlord, but he fell and exploded. Yeah. That's one thing that happens when you collect for a very long time. Models just seem to explode, and I don't know why. It's just kind of a thing that happens to all wargamers. They will have a model for years, it's super delicate, and then one day it will just explode. Right, Kovu? Right. So those are my 3 Hive Tyrants. We have another one in the works, and possibly even one more in bits. So I have a total of 5 Hive Tyrants, or Swarmlord equivalents. So let's move on from there. We have other HQs. We have the Nero Tyrant. Look at him, leading his horde of Zoanthropes, which includes the 3rd edition Zoanthrope, which is the metal one. I do want to get some of the 1st edition Zoanthropes. I think they look pretty cool. They're a bit silly looking and don't really fit the Tyranid aesthetic anymore. But I still like them. I think they're pretty cool, and I can use them for, like, the new psychic guy for Genestealer cult. I think that's a good use of them, especially for a more mutated version of them. Then from there, we have other HQs. We have, this one. That is the Trevagon, which used to be insanely good, now is just kind of good. Tyranids have often been one of those armies that they accidentally make too good, and then they have to nerf into the ground, and then they make them too good again, and they kind of even out eventually, but they fluctuate in power. I think they're pretty good as of right now. Crusher Stampede is my favorite way to run Tyranids. If you can't tell, I really like monstrous creatures. I kind of have a thing for that. So moving on from there, let's go with some other troops. We have this entire warrior blob, which again is in various stages of being repaired. Oh yeah, we have a Tyranid Prime there too. The new winged warrior that everyone thought was going to bring more winged warriors, and then GW didn't bring winged warriors, and I'm still pissed about it because they got rid of Shrikes. And it was like, what the fuck was the point of this guy? This is a Shrike. This right here is a Shrike. Give us Shrikes. What the hell, GW? This is the biggest tease ever. You dick. Anyway, warriors. There's a bunch of them. I have a bunch more on Sprue and in my bits box that need to be repaired. Warriors. Warriors. I don't know how to describe these guys other than saying I am sick of buying and trying to magnetize or glue warriors together because every edition switches up their weapons and either makes them shit or absolute amazing. And yeah, I don't even field warriors because I don't like them anymore. I love them. I absolutely do love them as a concept. I hate them as a model, and I do want to replace all of these warriors with new ones. I don't know. I just don't want to work on warriors anymore. They're so annoying. All right, moving away from troops, we have one of my new favorite units, the Leapers. These guys are incredible, and I absolutely love them. They are so much fun. They're so characterful. Yeah. And I really like the idea that these things will go to planets, and then if they survive long enough, they'll eventually become on their own and become lictors. And if they're lictors long enough, they'll become Death Leapers. I love the idea of them just constantly getting better and better at being saboteurs and assassins. I love the Leaper. I think it's an incredible model, and GW blew it out of the park with these guys. I also love the new lictors and the new all the new Vanguard organisms. I think they're fantastic. What other small things can we talk about? We'll talk about artillery bugs in just a second. Let's move on to Carnifexes. Carnifexes, I feel like these guys have been long since replaced. There are better units that shoot better and hit better than Carnifexes and are more point efficient than Carnifexes. I feel like the only reason you bring Carnifexes is to bring old One Eye at this point. This is my stand-in for Old One-Eye. This is a Stone Crusher Carnifex or a Wrecker Carnifex from Forge World. I gave him both options because at the time, Forge World was stupid expensive and Recast didn't exist yet. Yeah, that's how long I've been playing this game. Recast models didn't exist yet. So, yeah, that's when I got this model. Since then, there's just been no reason to get Stone Crusher Carnifexes. I mean, I built one Stone Crusher using the fists off of other bugs to make the Stone Crusher fist thing. But yeah, all of my Carnifexes have Crushing Claws because I really, really, really like crab Carnifexes. Except for some in the back that still need to be worked on, and some have guns. There's one that's just not painted back there. But Carnifexes kind of, they kind of have little point in current 40k, in my opinion. I know somebody's going to be like, oh, I run 2 with Old One-Eye, and I'm going to be like, yes, that's the only real way to run them. I never really see them on their own anymore, and I feel like they're a better distraction. Kovu, get down! Get down! What are you doing? He's being so dumb. Anyway, I do love Carnifexes. That's why I have so many. I think they're incredible. But overall, I think that there are better things in the Codex. Especially now with the Stone Crusher Carnifex, who looks really, really, really incredibly derpy. But I absolutely love him because of how derpy he looks. Moving on from there, we have our Subterranean guys. These are the Molochs and Trigons. We even have the lovable hentai monster, very popular in Japan. Yeah, I love my little spaghetti monster. We have a harpy back there, or the other version, a shrike. Not a shrike. It's a harpy. And yeah, I never bring that model to a game. I really should. They're pretty decent. These guys I do bring to games. I really, really, really like Molochs right now. I know a lot of people are whatever about them, but I find them to be actually pretty good. I just like them. I like the idea of them deep striking really close and dealing some mortal wounds. And they are now the distraction Carnifex. So I'll bring like 1 to a game and that's it. And let it do its thing. I know there are better things to do that, but that's just... I love bringing my little tentacle monster. Who doesn't? So, we have a Dimakaran back there. That model was moved to Legends, unfortunately. For such a cool model, it kind of sucks that it was moved. But it was replaced by pretty much the Norn Emissary. And this model is sick. I don't know how else to put this. I bought 3 of these immediately. Once they came out. I converted them a little bit to be a bit different from each other. So they have different styles of scythes and different angles. But there's only so much you can do with the kit. They're very monopose. But I want to buy another one and do something else with it. I got to figure it out yet. But yeah, I want the Norn Assimilator as well. I need 3 of those. So I really like this bug. I think this should have just been an HQ choice. This should have been the character. This should have been the replacement of the Hive Tyrant. Honestly, I don't know why this didn't replace that. Like, look at how small these are. These are basically Primaris Hive Tyrants. Like, no question. Carnifexes, firstborn Carnifexes, Primaris Carnifex. Just saying, there are glow-ups. Zoanthropes, Primaris Zoanthrope. Just saying. I love these things. I try to bring as many of them to games as possible. I absolutely love them. I love bringing 3 of them to a game and just watching my opponent try to deal with them. It's really fun. We have this bug, whose name I absolutely forget, and all I know him as the Feel No Pain bug. Yep, that's all he is. He's the Feel No Pain bug. Then we have our artillery bugs. We have 2 Tyrannifexes. We have 2 barbed Hierodules and 1 Scythe Hierodule, or Hero or Hierodule. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. I have 1 Hierodin and 1 Hierophant. I love the Hierophant. So this one is Goliath, and this one is Demona. And then this is Ed, and Eddie. My Swarm Lord is named Samurai Jack. I used to have all of these named after cartoon characters from the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, I used to love it. Let's see. What else do we got in here? We have our Hive card. I have 3 unpainted because I bought 3 of these when they were good, and then they weren't good. Now they're good. Now they're not good. So I didn't really buy them. I don't like indirect fire weapons for Tyranids. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it. We have a couple of mucilid spores. I just like these. These are the Forge World ones. Somebody bought these for me a long time ago, and I have taken them to quite a few games, and they're really fun. Is there anything that we missed in this army? Anything? Let's see. Hive Tyrants, Tyrannifexes, Hiradin, Hiradules, Hierophant, Dimakaran, Feel No Pain Buggy, Swarm Lord. Oh, we forgot the other big tentacle monster. This thing I run as the oh my god, it's a Thrope. It's not the Neurothrope. Is it the Neurothrope? It might be the Neurothrope. I think it's Neurothrope. But a buddy made this for me, and she did a fantastic job on this. I absolutely love it. It is the brain and the forelimbs of a venom, the Toxicrene, and then the tentacle arm of a Toxicrene, and then the body of a Zoanthrope. And honestly, for such a simple conversion, it looks absolutely menacing. I love it. We have the spores. We have her, or him, because this thing is actually called the Brood Father, which is weird, and it carries the babies like a male seahorse, and it doesn't exactly give birth to them as much as just carry them in incubation. So yeah, it gives birth. But these things defend the hive ships. Oh, and we have the brain bugs. How could I forget about these? I have 3 of these. I only have 2 built. I need the 3rd one built. I went like this, like as if you could see it in my bits box. So this is another dimension where it is in my bits box. But I have 3 of these, and I have 1 of, what are they called? I just said it. Brain, work. The Venom guy. Venom Thrope. Thank you, Brain. Not Venom Thrope. Oh my god, I got it wrong. The Toxicrene. Thank you, Brain. So many bugs. Overall, the Tyranid army has been one of my favorite armies to collect, build, and paint. It is the easiest army in 40k to paint, which is one of the weirder things to say, because it's just skin tone, muscle, and then carapace. And you can do a simple paint job like I did, which is just, this is Hive Fleet Kraken Tooth, so it's slightly different than Hive Fleet Kraken, and I could paint this. I can paint these guys in like a day. They're super easy. I absolutely love them. They do need to be dusted, but very easy paint jobs, and they look fantastic because Tyranids just look amazing. Tyranids also have a shit ton of options. Like, they had almost as many options as Space Marines before they got the Primaris. And now with Legends units, I think Tyranids have almost on par units to Space Marines. Space Marines still have them outnumbered, but Tyranids are, which is funny for Tyranids, but Tyranids are getting up there with their numbers. So you have a lot of options with this army and different ways of playing. So there are things I want to add to this army. There are things that flat out are just missing. Ravners are just gone. I don't own a single Ravner. I need a bunch of them. Gargoyles, I have none. Shrikes, I have none. I want shrikes. I don't care if I can't use them. I want them. Let's see, what else? Oh, pyrovores and biovores. I don't have any of those for some reason. What else am I missing? Neurogons, but I have 10 of them. They just need to be painted. I want to get that up to like 30 because I find them more useful than gaunts. They're less OC, but they're also less points. Oh, they're drop pods. I don't have any anymore because the one I had was annihilated in the move. So that's a shame. So I want a couple of their drop pods and their terrain pieces. I think that would be cool. I want 3 Norn emissaries, not 3 emissaries, 3 Norn assimilators. I want 2 more of this guy. 1 more Carnifex. A new Swarmlord. I have a Swarmlord. I want a new Swarmlord kit. Like, brand new kit. What else? I kind of want 2 more Damacarans. I know I can't use them, but they're really cool models, and I just want them. I want a couple more flying tyrants, flying harpies. 1 more Screamer Killer Carnifex to round out the 3. 2 more squads of Leapers. A couple of Lictors. And the Death Leaper back. I think that's it. Is that everything I want? No, I need the Plasma Bug. The Exocrine. I don't have any of those. I need 3 of those. Those are really, really, really good. So the thing with my Tyranids is I never had time to chase meta with this army because I was poor. So I couldn't buy the meta options. So I kept getting bit slots and things like that where I could get models. So that's how this collection got built. It's all models that people didn't want. I actually did buy these 2 from Forge World. But yeah, I didn't have money at the time when I was trying to chase meta with Tyranids. And because of that, I wound up with the collection that I have, which I think is better because it's more fun and has a lot more brain power. Because for some reason, I grabbed every bug with a brain that I could. I love my Tyranids. I gotta play them more. I think I should play them more. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this video because it's been going on forever. I absolutely love this army. If you want to see this army played, comment down below a list with this amount of stuff that you would love to see played on the channel. 2,000 point list. And if you make a good list or make a fun list that I go, yes, that is a good list, I will play that in a battle report. So yeah, you guys got homework and other homework. Support the channel, comment, subscribe, thing, you know, that stuff. As always, I'm Norn Queen Alexis. I love you guys. Bye.